this caught me off guard, but not off guard in the sense that I didn't think that dude was capable of doing something like this. It caught me off guard that he did something like this fast, but it kind of matches up to his mentality. You know, he quit any little thing and set him off. So the U.S. bombed the Syrian government tonight, bombed their aircrafts, and basically this was in response to the chemical attacks that the Syrian government had made on civilians earlier in the week. So Donald Trump ordered U.S. warships, well, not warships, but yeah, U.S. warships that landed something like 50 to 60 Tomahawk missiles. Now, let me put this in perspective for y'all. See, these missiles cost like $1.4 million. And they said that the overall cost was $70 million. That's $70 million in one day, y'all. They spent $70 million in one day to go over there and to destroy another country's aircrafts. $70 million. Now, let's see what we could do with that 70 million, what we could have done with that 70 million. Since you care so much about Syrians, you could have put everybody up. For every Syrian that you got 5 million Syrians who have fled the country, and you got another 6 million that's been displaced. That's 11 million Syrians right there. You could have easily gave, you know, what is that, about $5 million a piece too? $6 million, what is that, six? Somewhere, you know what I'm saying. They could have been set up if you really cared about the Syrians, if you really cared about the people. Man, this dude is a walking time bomb, man. He gonna get America in a whole lot of trouble. I'm telling you. Believe that, man. He gonna get America in a whole lot of trouble. This is what he said after the strikes. He said that tonight I ordered a targeted military strike on the airfield in Syria from where the chemical attack was launched. Trump said during short remarks to reporters at Mar-a-Lago, where he ordered the strike just hours earlier. It is in this vital nation security of the United States to prevent and deter the spread and use of deadly chemical weapons. He added, there can be no dispute that Syria used banned chemical weapons, violated its obligations under the Chemical Weapons Convention, and ignored the urging of the UN Security Council. Years of previous attempts at changing Assad's behavior have all failed, and failed very dramatically. Now, isn't this the same dude who earlier in the week basically told the UN to kiss off? I'm gonna do things my way. Ain't that the same dude? So let me get this straight. So he can do whatever he wanna do, but the other nations have to abide by the UN's rules. Okay, I get it. This is something else that he had to say. He said this during the televised address after the bombing. Let's see, he said he blamed the attack on Syrian President Bashar al-Assad, saying he used a deadly nerve agent to kill innocent civilians, and said he ordered Thursday night's targeted military strike of nearly 60 Tomahawk cruise missiles on the airfield from where the chemical attack was launched. It is in the vital nation's national security, going back saying that he's doing this for the national security of the United States of America. He ended his message by saying, and this is funny as hell, he ended his message by saying this: all civilized nations, he called on all civilized nations to stop the slaughter and bloodshed in Syria, as to end terrorism of all kinds and all types. Does that mean the terrorism that also goes on in America from American citizens who blow up, who bomb buildings in America? Does that mean that you're going to start sending some airstrikes into middle America? Does that mean that you're going to start bombing some of these cops out here, these cowboy cops? Because I just want to know, I mean, if you got your moral compass is on, while the moral compass is on, let's get it rolling, man. Let's make sure, everybody get a little equal justice. Because if you down for really, really stomping out evil, and you really for the people, I'm down. I'm with you. Man, I'll be your cheerleader, man. And I don't even like how that sounds, but I ride with you. But we know that ain't what you really about. Ain't that right? We know what you're really about. You're a fraud, dog. You're a con man. Because here's the deal, y'all. Back in September of, 2013, he pleaded with Barack Obama to not attack Syria. Even all through his campaign, he was saying he wasn't going to go in on Syria. He was like, he was really not interested in Syria at all. But now then he see a picture and he had his knee-jerk reaction to go send missiles into a country and bomb a country. He basically lied to the American people when he said that he was not going to waste taxpayers' dollars on trying to inject America into other countries to remove their leaders. He said he wasn't going to do that. Hey, America needs to take care of our own business, man. We got our own business to take care of. Remember that? We got to do our own thing, man. We don't need to be using our resources to let them deal with their own business. That's their business. Remember that? And a whole lot of y'all was saying, yeah, that's their business. That's their business. You've been had. You've been tricked. What was it else stuff Malcolm be saying? You know what I'm talking about, man. The dude is a con artist, man. Y'all can't see that? I understand you want to support him because that's your guy. But damn, man, if the boat is sinking, man, I don't give a damn who the person is on the boat with me. I'm not sinking on the damn boat. If I die, I'm going to die in the water. I'm going to try to swim up out of there. I'm not going to just sink on the bus and on the boat. And a lot of y'all sinking on the boat. Y'all won't even, it's life jackets on the damn boat. Y'all won't even try to grab a life jacket. Y'all just go and sink with them. That's my president. That's my president. Yeah. So the initial reports is that this strike that they launched, that America launched against Syria last night, or tonight, severely damaged Syria's aircrafts. And basically they're saying that the attacks crippled their aircrafts so badly that Syria is going to be hard for them to try to launch a chemical attack. That's what y'all remember when we falsely went to war when another president was screaming chemical weapons? Weapons of mass destruction. That's how they got everybody on board. Weapons of mass destruction. Yeah. It was all gun ho. Let's go to war. Let's go to war. Let's get them. Yeah. Weapons of mass destruction. Because America got this thing like, look, man, we got to be safe. No matter what, we must be safe. And if he's going over there killing them, if they telling us these people are a threat, then we got to believe them, even though all of us, Republicans, Democrats, moderates, independents, everybody says collectively that they don't trust the government. You don't believe anything that the government says. You say you don't believe nothing the politicians say. That's what everybody say that. I don't believe them. They all lie. They're two wings on the same bird. Y'all you ever heard all the cliches? But yet, when this dude Donald Trump does something, even when it's wrong, you got blinders on, you can't even see it. You just ride with it. And all of a sudden you got amnesia. You saying now that whatever he do, I'm gonna ride with it. I don't care what he do, I'm gonna ride with it. Now, let's talk about the congressional reaction. Senator John McCain and Lindsey Graham. You know, these guys are hawks. You know, they own everything, and you know they do from time to time hold feet to the water. But on this particular issue, they're riding with him. They saying that he was right. They saying that, you know, they agree with the dude sending missiles over to Syria and bombing things. They down with that. I don't know what happened. I don't know what happened to change that, because I still remember when Donald Trump told John McCain, even though he risked his life at war, told him he was a coward for being a POW. Remember that? Remember he told him he was a coward? So, let me do this right quick. Yeah. So I don't really see an upside. I don't really see an upside to this. So you're going around bombing. So basically, like, this is an act of war. You can't just go and bomb somebody's shit and then think just because you're the big bad U.S. it ain't going to be no repercussions. I think it's going to have this basically is going to be his war. This is his war. So he got to have a war, because, you know, all narcissistic leaders, they all got that same type of mentality. They got to go start a war, put their name on the war. And then, here go the thing, what often happens. A lot of time when these guys, when they initiate a war, a lot of times they go up in the polls. Why? Because, God, he's protecting us. He's protecting us from the bad guys. Meanwhile, we got to lock our doors. We got to put 3 or 4 locks on our doors, front doors, back doors. We got to put reinforcements on the windows. When we roll out, when we step outside of our house, we got to have guns. We got guns in the car. We got guns at school. We got guns at work. You can't go in hell. You can't even go swimming without a damn gun. In America, it's one of the most dangerous places on the planet. See, our danger ain't like the Syrian danger, because we seeing them dropping bombs, where America's danger is a little bit more covert. You know, it's a little bit more discreet. Well, it ain't really discreet, but you know, they cover it. You know, they keep it out of the media as much as they can. Thank God for social media, though, because social media exposing a whole lot of injustice. But it's a whole lot of things that happen in this country that shouldn't have to happen, and it wouldn't happen if you didn't have so many morally corrupt leaders. I know that for a fact. Evil people run America. That's a fact. Prove me wrong. I dare you. Dare you. The majority of people that are in leadership positions in America are evil. They're wicked. And if you try to do good, they're going to try to make it their business to knock you off. That's what it is. That's how America rolls. This Trump now, this interview that he did on television, you know, this like, it was a publicity stunt. You got for 6 years, Syria been at war. They've had over 400,000 casualties. And they've had like 5 million people flee the country, and like another 6 million people that are displaced. Ain't nothing Donald Trump gonna be able to do to stop what them people doing. Them people gonna have to bring that resolution themselves. They're gonna have to work that out. And the sad thing about it, though, after all that murder, at some point you gotta sit down and talk. Like, if you think about all conflict, almost all of it, every single, especially among nations, At some point, you sit down and you just talk it out, and then you look back and all those wasted lives, all them people that was murdered for nothing. You can even think about some of the conflict you've had in the streets. Get into it with somebody get beat down bad, or somebody get killed, and sooner or later, you know, somebody else get killed, he hit you, you hit back, and sooner or later somebody, you know, they hit you, you hit back, they hit your people, your people hit them, and sooner or later somebody say, man, we got to stop this. And then sooner or later you sit down, and then you bring it to an end. You bring all of the ignorance and the violence and the misunderstandings and the disrespect to an end, until you get another law enforcement official or government official start meddling to try to divide and conquer once more. Remember what happened after the LA riots? Bloods and the Crips came together, said, let's call a truce. They laid down their weapons. Then the authorities, law enforcement, members of law enforcement went in there, infiltrated, and started creating dissension and chaos. Then they went right back to war. This is the truth. See, in America, you don't get killed for lying. You get killed for telling the truth. You know, you don't become an enemy of the state for telling the truth. You become an enemy you don't become an enemy of the state when you lie, for telling a lie. You become an enemy of the state when you tell the truth. It is the truth that hurts the most. It is the truth that they don't want told. That's what it is. Enough of this housing down the world with testosterone, man, with U.S. testosterone. Running around here with half-cocked attacks on Syria. That's a sign of a weak man. That's how weak people think. Like a weak dude will think, I got to go out here and prove myself, because I think that's what a strong man's supposed to do. I think a strong man's supposed to just start a war, have a knee-jerk, oh, I didn't like that picture, bomb them. See, that's what weak dudes do. A weak dude will instigate conflict, or start a war, jump into something too fast, working off the emotions because he think, well, I'm supposed to fight, I'm supposed to do this, you know, because you stepping on me, disrespect me, said something wrong, I got to do this, I got to do this right now. Smart man gonna think it out. A strong man will think it out. See, I was a weak man at one point. When I was younger, I was weak. I thought I was strong, but I was weak because I felt like I gotta do this. I gotta do this like right now. As I got older, got smarter, and I started calculating how to handle my business. That don't mean I got weak and I laid it down and I just let people start running over me. You can't never accept that. You can't never do that. But you got to think, man. You got to think things through. Because I can guarantee you, Donald Trump ain't thought nothing through. All he said is that I'm the president. I got the authority to order war. I got the authority to order strikes on Syria. Bomb them. Okay, so you bomb Syria. Now you got even more innocent civilians dead. And if they buck, which they are very likely to do, then what? Then what you gonna do? Then you're gonna have more Syrians killed. And what you gonna do after that? What you gonna do? Gonna go over there and you gonna fix Syria like you fixed Iraq and Afghanistan? Afghanistan and Iraq is way worse off than they ever was before America went in there and invaded. It's way worse. There is no country on this planet that America did not go into and destroy and made worse than it was before they went there. They don't build. America don't build. America destroys. I'm telling you, man. That's the truth. I know you don't like it. But I ain't saying it so you can like it. I'm saying it to put it in your face. Now, Syria and Russia rock together. Donald Trump and Russia rock together. They say they at odds and all that. I ain't believing it. You know, everybody that's America's enemy now was once their friend. So who knows? Might go in on Russia next. Who knows? But having a knee-jerk reaction to something like getting up to go run all of a sudden, you know what? I think I'll just go run. I think I'm going to go run at midnight and go out to the park and run. Okay. That ain't as severe as having a knee-jerk reaction to ordering a missile attack on another country. That is an act of war. And if you ain't thought this out, hundreds of thousands of people gonna die. Are you willing to accept that responsibility, Donald Trump? I don't think so. No more talk.